Welcome to Wealth Magnet channel where we discuss all things to do with wealth, and today we are discussing 5 fastest ways to become rich. If you like such kind of content, kindly consider subscribing and watch this video till the end to watch more tips on wealth. So, getting rich is pretty high on most people's list of financial hopes and aspirations. After all, it will allow you to not only have more financial security but also to have more options. And of course, you would have the ability to spend on more of the things that you want. The problem with the idea of getting rich, though, is that it takes a lot of time and effort. Get rich quick schemes are almost always nothing but a way to prey on those who are struggling financially. Unless you're born into a wealthy family and a large inheritance is passed to you, you will likely have to become rich through a combination of hard work and financial. In reality, there are arguably no secrets to becoming rich. Time tested approaches are generally your best bet, and your experts confirm this. They outline some of the best ways to become rich relatively quickly. And let's get to it and start with number one: avoid and pay down debts. Debt is not necessarily bad in all instances, but it is something to be avoided most of the time. For instance, student loans can be beneficial if the principal and interest rate are only excessive and they help you pursue a lucrative career. Again, the emphasis is on how to use them. Student loans have certainly been bad in numbers don't if numbers don't work in your favor. There is no doubt that the system has been abused and that some students have accumulated a mountain of debt and have earned degrees that simply won't provide the earning power to pay the debt back. So, number two is spend intentionally and minimize costs. If you want to become rich, it is important to minimize your costs and be more intentional with your spending. It is the second step because it should be one of the first things to do. Spending intentionally and minimizing your costs will require you to keep a budget. In doing so, you can keep track of exactly how much you spend and where you spend it. Wealth Magnet recommends a checklist of how you will spend. Develop a prioritized checklist for how you're going to spend your paychecks when you receive them. This includes allocating money to debt reduction, savings, fund, emergencies, etc. Your goal should be to minimize costs as much as possible so you can put that money towards building wealth. You should ravenously find ways to limit your lifestyle costs and save up to 25% of your income. Number three is you invest as much as possible in a diversified portfolio. While there are limits of how much you can put into a 401k or IRA, those limits are high enough that many people are not able to reach them. And if you do, you can always invest more in a taxable brokerage account. Thus, if you want to become rich, you should invest as much as you can. There is no upper limit to that amount. There are many different investment strategies that most experts recommend. Putting most of your money in the stock market. Some recommend a smaller portion of real estate or even speculative investments. Bureau recommends a portfolio of 65% stocks, 25% real estate, 10% speculative asset of choice. You will want to invest that money in a tax advantaged account such as a 401k or IRA first. That will help you minimize your tax bill and thus increase your return over time. If you manage to max out all tax advantaged accounts, you can move to a brokerage account. And that is number point two. And now we're going to point number three. Work on your career. There is no substitute for higher income. As they say, there's only 80 match you can cut in terms of expenses, but there is no limit to how much your income can increase. At least in theory, ensure that you, as advanced in your career, business, main occupation, you can always save more than you spend as you earn raises and increase your gross income. Lifestyle cost creep will absolutely wreck a plan to get rich as quickly as possible. Of course, increasing your income will be contingent upon the job you have. Those working hourly jobs, for example, may have minimal leverage to increase their income, but if it is possible for you to move up the corporate ladder, that can be a powerful way to become rich, as you will be able to save and invest more. So number 5, find extra work. An idea of a side hustle is nothing new, but if you have some extra time, you can pick up some extra work for a few hours a week. That can be a powerful way to increase your income. Gig economy work such as Uber, TaskRabbit make it easier to find flexible work, and there's no shortage of list of types of side hustles to be found online. Finding a side hustle is sometimes easier said than done, but this can be extra money that you can continue to invest further. Immediately to go try and find 2 or 3 side hustles which can boost your take home income. Save as much as of that. All about it. Thank you for watching, and if you like that content, please subscribe. See you next time.